So, and I know some of you motherfuckers, when it come to this goddamn Real Housewives, you act like you know these bitches. But let me tell you one thing, we're not gonna do that this season. You will get motherfucking blocked with the realness. You can have your opinion about these hoes, but don't come at me about mine. It's a fucking opinion about some bitches that you or I don't fucking know. The only difference is I'm getting paid to do this review. You ain't. So mind your motherfucking marbles, bitches, because some of you hoes, when it come to these Real Housewives, are fucking psycho. Just getting that shit out in the open before we even start this season, because I have never reviewed a show where bitches is more fucking retarded over some bitches that they don't fucking know in my life.
And Color Me Pink said it all too well for me, as y'all can see from the previous clip that was posted before the video even started. Before I get into the review, I just want to say that I just want to reference that clip that was playing before the review started because of this. It's okay if you don't agree with me, that's fine. You know, we're all here for a discussion. You know, we're all here to give our opinions, you know what I'm saying? So, like I always ask, if you don't agree with me, that's fine, but you don't have to disrespect me. It's getting to the point to where motherfuckers are attacking my motherfucking Instagram over fucking Porsha. First of all, I'm not going to stop shading Porsha. I don't like Porsha, so I'm not going to stop shading her, period. And I'm not going to stop shading none of the other bitches on this show. It's called a motherfucking opinion that I get paid to give. So if you don't like what I'm saying, don't watch my video. If you're just sensitive about your fave, don't watch it, because I'm going to drag everybody's fave, including my own. And if you can't handle that shit, if you can't handle nobody talking about your fave, don't watch. Point blank. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, take your damn sensitivity up out of the situation. Like, don't be coming up in here trying to drag me over some bitches that ain't paying you for trying to drag me about. I get paid to drag these bitches. You don't get paid to drag me. Okay? So, just calm your motherfucking nerves down. Just enjoy the content for what it is. We're all here to tune into my opinion. Mine. And if you don't like it, go make your own motherfucking YouTube channel and start putting your opinions out there and get paid for it. How about that shit? Okay? And that's mainly for Team Porsha, because don't nobody else come for me but them. So it is what it is. If you don't like it, don't watch. Point blank. Because she's not going to stop getting shaded. Everybody's not going to stop getting shaded. Everybody on this bitch going to get shaded. You know what I'm saying? So let's just keep that shit clear. Crystal motherfucking clear. Point blank. Hey, Color Me Pink. I'm just gonna say this. I'm not gonna talk about Nene and Greg. I'm just not gonna talk about them. I think that part is a little bit too sensitive for me to talk about. So I don't really want to talk about Nene and Greg. All I'm gonna say is that I'm really praying for Greg's strength. I think that he's an outstanding person. He's probably the best guy that's ever stepped foot on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. He's very humble. And I just feel like he's everybody's father figure in a sense. Like, although Greg has had his moments where he's done some, you know, fucked up shit. We've all done fucked up shit in the past. But it's just something about Greg Leaks that I just can't hold it against him. So, all my prayers go out to Greg. And I just hope that Nene continues to be the supportive wife and just take care of that man through sickness and in health like she took her vows to do. So, all my prayers go out to Greg Leaks. You know, that's all I'm going to say about that. Because I'm not talking about their segment like that. I just can't. So, we're at the gym with the Princess of Thotland and America's Next Bottom Model. We're here with them. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna let it be real with y'all. This motherfucking, Diet Tyra Banks, aka Eva Marcille, is really doing the most this season. Like, she's really trying to be relevant. She's really trying to keep that peach that she don't really deserve in my eyes. She's really trying to keep that peach because she's just throwing shade left to right. I'm trying to figure out what's her problem with Cynthia and why the fuck does she keep throwing shade at her and trying to throw shade at her modeling career. Bitch, what the fuck have you done that's so fucking spectacular for you to be coming for somebody's age? I ain't seen you in no motherfucking ads for quite some time now. Please go somewhere and sit the fuck down, because if your modeling career was so much better than Cynthia's, you would not be on the same show as she is. Pipe the fuck down, Eva. Seriously. I'm over you already. You doing too much. You doing too much. But I really wasn't mad at her shade towards Marlo, because Marlo deserves the shade. It don't matter who the fuck give it to her. She deserves all the shade that she fucking gets, because all she ever does is sit up and comfort people and stir the pot. So at any given moment, Eva, if you want to throw shade at Marlo, you go right ahead. But I don't understand why you shading Cynthia. And y'all know that Cynthia ain't never been my favorite person. But it's just funny to me how Eva's throwing so much shade at Cynthia, and Cynthia ain't threw no shade, not one drop of shade at her. Period. So I don't know what she got going on, but it is what it is. So they sit up and they talk about Porsha's relationship with the hot dog king. And, you know, Eva was like, I knew that after the first 4 months of dating, I think her man named Mike, I want to say. Mike, I just knew that he was the one for me. So I just feel like you should do you. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I agree with Eva to a certain extent. I mean, if that's what works for you, that's what works for you. Nobody can take that away from you. But I do think that it's a bit much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do think that she's head over heels for this man. And it's just something about him that makes me feel like he's shady. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if... I don't know what it is. I just don't have no good vibes about him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just come across like he's just trying to get on. Although he already got money. He already got his own business. It's just something disingenuous about him. I don't know what it is, but that's just how I feel. But if she like it, I fucking love it, I guess. It is what it is. But, you know, Eva gave her some sound advice, and I'm guessing that she took it, you know. So, Kandi, she meets up with Shamari Devoe. And, if you don't know who Shamari Devoe is, not only is she the wife of Ronnie Devoe from New Edition and Bill Devoe, but she's also, the lead singer of the group Black. And if you don't know who the fuck Black is, Black had, the song 808. They had Bring It All to Me. They also had the song As If. They also was in the movie Bring It On. They also, and the last song that they had was off the Honey soundtrack, and it was called I'm Good, and it was produced by Rodney Jenkins. That was the last song that they had. That was back in 2003. They tried to come back around that time, and it had an album that was supposed to come out called Torch, but it never saw the shelves. So y'all know that I'm all the fuck into music, okay? So y'all know I know all about Black, okay? Like, and not to mention, Lisa Left Eye Lopez of TLC was the one that founded that group. So yeah. So her and Kandi, they reconnect. And you know, I think that Shamari and Kandi know each other from the industry, because Kandi also wrote the remix to 808, and it was titled She Ain't Got That Boom Like I Do. You know what I'm saying? You probably need to YouTube the shit, but Kandi wrote that song, and Kandi singing on the chorus. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people were saying that Shamari annoyed them last night, and honestly, I don't get why, because she didn't annoy me at all. Like, I don't understand where she was, because I was out at Vibe last night having some drinks, and I was looking at my Twitter, and all I kept saying was Shamari needs to go. Shamari needs to go. She's doing too much. She's thirsty for a peach. I don't understand it, because I don't see it. I don't get that from her at all. I just think that she's just a tad bit, you know, I don't know. I want to say that she's a little bit extra, but it's not in the way that everybody was making it like she was just completely annoying. Like, I didn't get that from her, period. What I don't like is, okay, if you don't like if you don't like Shamari, that's cool. But don't try to sit up here and discredit, you know what I'm saying, where she was and who she married. Because I saw a tweet, and it just annoyed me when they said, Boys to Men was legendary, Backstreet Boys was legendary, you know, NSYNC was legendary, but she's talking about New Edition like they was on the same caliber as them. And I'm sitting up here like, are you fucking kidding me? New Edition birthed the likes of fucking Jodeci and the Boys to Men and all those type of people. Like, are you seriously want to tell me that Boys to Men is legendary, but fucking New Edition is not? Like, are you serious? Like, I hate when people dislike a person and they want to discredit what the fuck they got going on. Like, you ain't got to like Shamari. If you want to say that she annoying, that's cool. But she was a part of the platinum selling group. Black did go platinum in their heyday. Although they only had one album to their credit that was released, they did go platinum, and they did have 2 top 10 hits on the pop charts. They really did have that. So you can't take that from them. You know what I mean? So you can say whatever you want to say about Shamari, and you can say that she's annoying. You can say all of this. But everything that she said was true. Ronnie Devoe is a fucking legend. He is. Ronnie Devoe is a part of 2 legendary groups, which is New Edition and fucking BBD. They are. Ronnie Devoe does have classics. Poison, fucking Do Me, fucking If It Isn't Love, Can't Stand Rain. Ronnie Devoe is fucking legendary. And no matter how much hate you fucking got for Shamari, that shit is true. So I had to rant about that because I didn't appreciate that. Like, don't be trying to sit up here trying to downplay Ronnie and what the fuck he got going on just because you don't like his motherfucking wife. Like, that was ridiculous. You bitches obviously don't know shit about fucking music if you want to sit up here and tell me that fucking Boyz II Men is fucking legendary, NSYNC is fucking legendary, Jodeci is fucking legendary, Backstreet Boys is fucking legendary, but fucking New Edition ain't? Are you kidding me? All these motherfucking groups is legendary, but not New Edition. When New Edition was before them, and are you serious? Not taking away from nobody else, because Jodeci is indeed legendary. You know what I mean? Jodeci is indeed legendary. They birthed like, hell, Jodeci, just like New Edition gave birth to motherfucking Boyz II Men, Jodeci gave birth to motherfucking Dru Hill. You know what I'm saying? I was just discussing Jodeci and Dru Hill on my damn Facebook. If you follow my Facebook, you know that. My personal Facebook, you know that. So, y'all, I'm sorry that I got off topic, but when it come down to some motherfucking music, I have to go the fuck in. I hate it when motherfucking non-musically inclined ass bitches speak on shit that they don't know nothing about. I just had to. But yes, you know, Shamari just recently had twin boys, you know, and, you know, she just trying to get back in the scene with Black. You know, Natina Reed died a couple of years ago. I think she died, I think, in 2012 or 2013. It was one or the other, but she died a couple of years ago. She was the rapper of the group. And now, Brandy and Shamari is trying to put the pieces together and get it, you know, get it popping. And so I'm all for I'm sorry. I'm all for Shamari coming to the show and see what the fuck she brings, cause she didn't annoy me not one bit. I'm all for it. So after she meets with Kandi, because it's like Kandi, you know, pretty much introduced her to the group. We really get to see Shamia, and now we're seeing her going to the studio with Ronnie. Now her and Ronnie is trying to do some music together, and you know, I will say that Shamari kept putting emphasis on the fact that Ronnie was a legend. It's like, okay, bitch, we know he a legend. You ain't gotta keep saying the legend, the legend, the legend. Okay, bitch, we get it. He a legend. We get it, girl. We get it. But shit, let her talk her shit. Her nigga is a motherfucking legend. But she did say that she met Ronnie a couple of years ago. They met, they had sex on the first night, and here they are. They're married. And you know, a lot of people always say when you have sex on the first night, it don't never last. But for her, it did. She fucked them on the first night and got a damn ring, and now they got a family, and they got this, and they got that. So I will say kudos to motherfucking Shamari for that, okay? Like, she was honest about this shit. She was like, yeah, I got the dick on the first night, and now it's my dick forever. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I can't take that from her, you know? I mean, we always have this, it's always this thing about don't have sex with a man on the first date because, you know what I'm saying, that's going to make you look like you easy or whatever. I just feel like this. If I want to fuck you on the first date, I'm going to fuck you on the first date. Bottom line. Like, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. But if I want to fuck you on the first date, I can already look at you and tell if I want to fuck you or not. So if I want to fuck you on the first date, that's my motherfucking business. Point blank, period. If it don't work out, then it don't work out. As long as I had a good fuck, it don't matter. If it work out, it works out or it doesn't. Bottom line, like, we all grown. We all have fucking desires. If you don't want to fuck on the first date, that's fine. You ain't got to. But if you want to fuck on the first date, that's your fucking business. I'm not judging. Point blank. I'm not judging people for that. Point blank. And for her, on her end, she fucked him on the first date and later got married to him. So, Can't knock a bitch for doing what she do. But one thing about it though, I also didn't like how people was on Twitter talking about Shamari can't sing. Shamari can sing, okay? Like, did you not hear her sing on Bring It On? Like, I was listening to Black, like, the whole... For whatever reason, I've always liked Black, but when I found out Shamari was coming to the show, it made me get a lot, like, listen to Black even more so than I already was. And I didn't realize Shamari could sing the way she could on those records. Shamari can sing better than Kandi. She can sing. So I don't understand why people was on there saying, oh, and you can't sing. It's not like you got a great voice. Shamari can sing, baby. Like, I was listening to Bring It All to Me, and I'm like, she was going in on that song. You know what I mean? Like, the girl can sing. So y'all can stop it with the bullshit. Shamari can sing. But Ronnie... I see why you was doing all the rapping and talking on the record, because you can't sing, buddy. Yeah, you might need to let that singing shit go. And, you know, sorry, Shamari, but nobody wants to see you and Ronnie singing together. Nobody wants to hear no music from y'all. The only time we want to see y'all is when you with Black and he with motherfucking New Edition or BBD. That's the only time we want to see y'all sing a note. We do not want to see y'all singing together. Point blank, period. We do not. We do not want to see y'all singing together at all. So, let's see. So, Kandi. Kandi decided that she's going to invite the girls out to Shamari's show. And she calls Eva first. And Eva's down with it. Point blank in the period. Now, Kandi... She still got Porsha saved on her phone as Porsha Williams Stewart. Now, a lot of people were saying that was shady, but I ain't gonna lie to you. Some people in my phone still got the same motherfucking name as they had years ago in my phone. I don't change names sometimes. If you got a fucked up ass nickname, it's gonna take me a while to fucking change it. Like, I change people nicknames when they make me mad. Like, I change people names in my phone when I get mad. I mean, that's that petty Aquarian shit in me. But, you know, that's what I do. But other than that, you know, I don't see that as fucking shady. Even though she do need to change that name. She ain't been no damn steward in quite some time now. So she do need to change that name. But she called Porsha, and it was kind of nice to see them laughing and talking and giggling and shit like they used to in the past. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like I said, I don't fuck with the Princess of Thotland at all. But that was cute. And they, you know, that she decided that she wanted to go to the show because Porsha knows Shamari from high school. They went to the same high school together. So that was a plus. So, yeah. Everything was cool for the show. So, it's time for the show. And it's time for Black to perform. And I must say, looking at Shamari, it does kind of seems as if she's still at the age where she was singing Bring It All to Me. Looks-wise, hair-wise, fashion-wise, I do think that she looks a bit dated. Like, she does look like Black in 1999. She does. And that's not me trying to be shady, but that's the truth. Like, her wigs, I look at her clothes and shit, and, you know, it's not really up to par to me. Like, she's a pretty girl. She reminds me of Monica in the face a bit. But I don't like her wardrobe at all. I think that once she gets a little bit of money from this show, she gonna upgrade. If she makes it another season, I think she's gonna upgrade her fashion. But I think her wigs aren't that great. Like that flip wig, I ain't seen nobody wear no wig like that in forever. Like, I ain't like the outfit at all for neither one of them. They just look like they were from 99 and they're, yeah, I ain't like that at all. But they got up there and they sung Bring It All to Me. It wasn't the best performance, but they did sound pretty good to me. It could have been better. I know that they can do better because I've seen them perform on, you know, on other shit. So they could have done better, but, you know, it was pretty good. I ain't gonna knock them for that. So, just like, and I, like Cynthia was saying in her confessional, they did a good job, but I ain't like the outfit. It was kind of dated, but she'll make it somehow, some way, you know, and it's true. You know what I'm saying? So, after the performance, Shamari comes over to the group. She introduces herself to everybody, and everybody seems to like her. Then Ronnie comes over. So when Ronnie bring his ass over, Kandi was like, well, you know, we just did a show together last week. You know, SWB, BBD, blah, blah, blah. And it's to the point, you know, I love me some BBD. BBD was performing at my wedding, which they was. They did perform at her wedding. And then Shamari was like, any pointers you want to give Kandi? I'm like, the shade. So, Ronnie said placement. And everybody looking like, placement? It's basically the same motherfucking argument that Kandi and Latasha was having about their show. And although Ronnie had a valid point, because I went to Escape show when they did the Great Escape tour. I went to the show, and they could have did a lot better than what the fuck they did, honestly, because I didn't like the set list. Just like I feel like from the moment they opened, they kind of ruined it for themselves, because who wants to open the show but Feel So Good? Now, granted, Feel So Good was a top 10 single for them, but don't nobody remember no damn Feel So Good. Why would you open up a show with Feel So Good? I never agreed with that. That's not even a song you open up with. Nobody remembers Feel So Good. If you ask a person about Escape in their songs that they like, they're not gonna say Feel So Good. And that's just me being real. And y'all know I'm a diehard Escape fan. I'm a diehard fan of music from the 90s, period. When you ask somebody what's your favorite Escape song, nobody says Feel So Good. You're gonna hear Just Kicking It. You're gonna hear Understanding. You're gonna hear My Little Secret. You're gonna hear Who Can I Run To. Did I say Just Kicking It already? I think I did. Just Kicking It. You know what I'm saying? You're going to hear that. Why not open the show up with something like maybe Little Secret? Why not open up the show with something like Just Kicking It? Or better yet, why not open up the show with Understanding and close with Just Kicking It? Or vice versa. They did close with Understanding, but I didn't agree with them opening up the show with some fucking Feel So Good. Don't nobody remember that damn song. That ain't nobody's favorite song. So, although he had a point, that was not the time nor the place to bring up the point, even though it was a point. And Kandi got all in her feelings saying, so wait a minute, you just opened up for me in my group just last week, so how the fuck you gonna come for me about my motherfucking show? Now, granted, he was out of pocket, Kandi, but girl, let's not now. You know I love Escape, but baby, Escape ain't got shit on motherfucking New Edition, so you might want to calm that shit the fuck down. Hump yourself, honey. Don't come for New Edition. Don't come for them now. Whether they open up for your ass or not, don't come for them. But Ronnie was kind of fucked up, for that. It was like Nene said, it was facts, but that was the wrong time. Point blank. But Ronnie had a point. If my shit fucked up, you let me know. And that's what the fuck he told her. Your shit was fucked up and he let you know. Point blank. I agree with him though. I do agree. But he shouldn't have said that right then. That wasn't the right time. But I agree. So, as Shamari and Ronnie walks off, they start talking and Eva say, yeah, I like Shamari. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kandi should always invite the friends because, I don't like the rest of y'all friends. And then Kandi was like, who you talking about? And then Porsha was like, she's so shady. She's talking about Shamia. And so, that's when Eva made the comment to say, well, Shamia black too. Just not with the Q. And so everybody was looking like, and then Kandi was like, I just hope, she's saying Shamia is black but not with a Q. Like, what are you trying to say? Like, I hope you're not talking about her being dark skinned. And honestly, y'all, this is what I think. I'm just going to tell you what I think. Now, it's a late ass attempt at shade. She tried basically this whole season, Eva has been trying to throw shade at everybody for the past 3 episodes. She's been trying really, really hard to be a shady queen and it's not working. And in my opinion, she threw the shade, but it was late as fuck and can't nobody really get what the fuck she's saying. Because me personally, I didn't understand what she was saying. And I can honestly see why somebody like Kandi would think that she's talking about skin color, because what the fuck does that got to do with anything? You know what I'm saying? Like, a person that's darker, that has a darker shade will probably take it personal. I played the clip from my friend who's light skinned, and she said, I don't understand the joke. I don't know if she was talking about dark skin or not. I don't know if it was a colorist comment or not. And this is not me saying that Eva is a colorist ass bitch, because I don't think that she is. I just think that she made a shady joke that was in poor taste, especially right now when everything's so offensive to people, insensitive to people. It's easy to take it as you're throwing shade at Shamia for being dark-skinned, you know what I'm saying? Because number one, you don't fuck with her. You still mad because she said that Missy was eating your pussy. And I don't see nobody going in on her for still holding that against her. Okay, my thing about it is, okay, Eva, Shamia asked you about the Missy Elliott room in front of everybody. I understand that. Shamia apologized to you about that. It's not like Shamia was going around, you know what I'm saying that you were trying to rape somebody, or trying to say that you were on drugs, or trying to say all types of, you know, damaging bullshit. She didn't even say that you fucked Missy Elliott. She asked you, did you fuck Missy Elliott? She asked you about your sexuality. She didn't accuse you of fucking her. She just asked you, was it true? And that's it. You took offense to it, as you should have, because it was your business. She had no right to ask you nothing. She was being messy as fuck. But I don't think that is something to keep yammering about. Like, she apologized for being a messy ass bitch and you accepted it. So, you know, I don't know. But she is a Scorpio and you know they hold grudges. But my thing of it is, I'm not saying that Eva's a colorist, but I do get why Kandi and everybody else thought she was shading her skin complexion. Point blank. Y'all can get mad if you want to, but I do understand. I ain't saying she was shading her skin complexion, because I don't know what the fuck her damn lame ass was trying to do. I don't know what she was trying to do, period. She sounded lame as fuck. That was a lame attempt at shade anyway. However, I get why she got the reaction she got. Point blank. So, Porsha is at home with her mama. And I think her paid help is with her too. And they were having a conversation, and you know, Miss Diane, who looks beautiful. I always thought that Miss Diane was a pretty woman for her age. She really is beautiful. That's probably why Portia's so damn pretty. But yeah, her mama is beautiful as fuck. They were talking about her being happy and all of this stuff, and it just cuts back and forth from the scene with Kandi and Carmen, and then, you know, Jamie, the one that Santa's helper, ran into the damn back alley and beat her ass at Phaedra's Christmas party about 2-3 seasons ago. So basically, they got to talking about Porsha and how she told them about her new man and all of this stuff. And Jamie started spilling all this tea about how her friend dated him and how he cooks for her. He got a tattoo of her on his body and stuff like that. And it's like everything that he does for Porsha, he's done it for women that was with him previously. You know what I'm saying? And Porsha got with him, but not knowing that he was with another woman, and the other woman didn't even know that Porsha was even with him. So that was a big situation that the hot dog king had with Jamie's friend. But on the flip side, you got Porsha gushing to her mama and her paid help about how, you know what I'm saying, she's so happy and how he's treating her right and all of this stuff, and how he getting her face tatted on his back. My thing about this is, Porsha, this is all I gotta say. Just because a man gets your name tattooed on him or gets your face tattooed on him don't mean he ain't going nowhere, and it don't mean that it's gonna work the fuck out. It really doesn't. That's why I'm totally against getting some man's name tattooed on me. I never get a man's name tattooed on me, period. I cannot. Because you never know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to put nothing on my body that I'm going to regret. You know what I'm saying? So, point blank, period. I just feel like Porsha has the mind of an 18-year-old, not even an 18-year-old, probably a 12-year-old. Like, I don't really believe that, you know, he got your face tattooed on him, so that means y'all gonna be together forever. I don't understand how you think that. But, I mean, if you happy, you happy. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's annoying as fuck, I do think you thirsty, and I do think that you're desperate for a ring and all of that bullshit that I said last episode, and I'm not taking it the fuck back. It's my fucking opinion, and I ain't taking it the fuck back. However, I'm happy for whoever is happy. If you happy with this damn hot dog cooker, that's fine. Be happy with him. But just don't be so quick to think that that's the one. But I can't tell nobody how to go about their relationships because I don't trust anybody anyway. So anytime I get with a motherfucker, it's always too good to be true. Because I don't trust a damn nigga, to be honest. And that's why my shit don't never work, because I don't trust no damn body. I don't. So I'm the wrong person to give relationship advice to. But all I gotta say is, Porsha, if you happy, you fucking happy. Now as for Kandi, I'm going to say this. Kandi, girl, you are out of fucking line. You are out of order. Just like Iyanla told Nephi, you are out of order as a woman. Out of order. You are out of order. You are out of order, Kandi. You are out of order. Number one, if you're saying that you're burying the hatchet with Porsha and y'all are going to move forward and y'all are going to try to be on a better page, why are you sitting around gossiping about her and who the fuck sticking his dick in her? Why the fuck does that matter? Why the fuck is that the topic of your motherfucking conversation? Because if you're really trying to get past whatever happened between you and Porsha, you wouldn't even be entertaining the likes of Jamie when you know that this bitch got a bad history with her. We saw her beat her ass in the alley and you sitting up there kicking with her talking about Porsha when you know Porsha don't even fuck with her like that. So that's a violation, number one. And number two, you dead ass wrong. Because when everybody was talking about Todd, you didn't like that shit. When everybody had opinions about Todd, you didn't like that shit. When Natalie Strongface ass came to that winery and told everybody about Todd's past with her friend, you didn't want to hear that shit. So bottom line, if you don't want nobody talking about your man and you want everybody to keep Todd's name out their motherfucking mouth, you should do the same. I don't like Porsha, but right is right and wrong is wrong. When you're right, you're right. When you're wrong, and you are dead ass wrong for that shit, Kandi. Point the fuck blank. Like, it's just like, why the fuck are you even sitting up here discussing this woman in her motherfucking business? Why is that even your place? Why do you care? Like, in comment, why are you even there? Why are y'all so interested in this girl's life? If she happy, she happy. If this nigga a dog, her dumb ass will find out. She'll find out. Why the fuck do you give a damn? It's none of your business. Point the fuck blank. Like, treat people how the fuck you want to be treated. You don't want nobody talking about Todd. You don't want nobody gossiping about Todd. So don't be gossiping about her man. You know what I'm saying? Point blank period. Like, treat her relationship with Dennis the Menace the same way you wanted motherfuckers to treat your relationship with Toddler. That's all I'm saying. That shit is fucking wrong and fucking stupid. I don't even know why they like to discuss each other men on the show anyway. But before I go though, I will say this. When I because I didn't watch what's happening live. I didn't watch what happens live with Porsha because I don't like Porsha, so I don't give a fuck what she doing. But I did see a clip on YouTube, and of course it had Kandi's name in it, so I looked at it when I was at work today. And honestly though, I feel like this. Porsha feels like Kandi came across as hateful and miserable when she was saying what she was saying about Dennis and how she was sitting up there talking to Jamie about it and yada yada yada. Now I do get her point where she was like, well, you know, you don't do that to a person that you said that you were calling a truce with and you was moving forward with. You don't do that to a person, you know. You don't go out of your way to talk about a person and try to dim they light when you're trying to move past whatever happened between the two of y'all. I agree with that wholeheartedly. But the part that annoys me the most, you're saying that she's coming across hateful and miserable when she was doing what the fuck she was doing. Let's not forget, Porsha, you did the same motherfucking thing. Now, when you're right, you're fucking right. And I'm going to agree with what the fuck you said before I'm saying this. I agree with what you said. But you got to think about how the fuck you came off. So was you mean and hateful and miserable when you were sitting around telling motherfuckers that Todd was going around pretending to be Marvin to fuck other bitches? Were you miserable and hateful when you were going around saying that Kandi was trying to drug you? Were you miserable and hateful when you was going around talking about Cynthia and Peter's relationship and saying that Peter was cheating on Cynthia with motherfuckers that worked for him? Were you mean and hateful then? Like you've had your motherfucking moments in regards to other people's men and relationships on the show. So when it comes down to you and your relationship and people doing you the same way you've done them, they're miserable and hateful. Think about your actions. Think about how the fuck you came across when you did this shit. You really don't have a damn fork to bite off of at this motherfucking point, bitch. Like, you was no better than what Kandi doing. But it does not negate the fact that Kandi is wrong for how she's coming across. That shit is foul, fucked up, and it's nothing different than what Phaedra did with Johnny. Let's just call a spade a spade. Phaedra was shady and foul as fuck for Nene with Johnny, knowing the shit that was going on between him and Kandi and her and Kandi. So Kandi was just as fucked up for meeting with motherfucking Jamie, knowing the history between Porsha and Jamie, and you're supposed to be trying to be cool with the bitch again. Point blank. That was fucked up and I don't like it. Simple as that. That's my review on Real Housewives of Atlanta. All my social media is at the bottom. Be sure to like, rate, comment, and subscribe and share the video. And that's it, you guys. Let me go lay down and get ready for Love and Hip Hop, because that's about to come on in the next, I want to say 20, no, not 20, shit. The next 34 minutes. So I'll see y'all then. Peace.